There are a few different ways of creating a new booking in your TechMan system, either from the New Job tab in the top right-hand corner or from the Month view. The easiest method, however, is to use the registration lookup feature on your dashboard. Let's enter the vehicle registration here. Click Lookup, and then New Job. You'll now be able to see the vehicle details on the left side, with the option to add or alter vehicle reminders on the right. Next, let's scroll down and add our customer details. Start by entering a title, first name, and last name. Just a heads up, the name fields are mandatory, so you won't be able to continue without them. After that, you can fill in the postcode, address line 1, a phone number. Don't forget to include a description like mobile or landline, and an email address if you wish. Once that's done, it's time to set the notification preferences. In this case, the customer wants to receive correspondence and reminders, so make sure all three options are set to Yes. When you're ready, click Add Customer to save the record. Now that the customer has been added, we can move on to entering job notes, labor units, and products for the booking. Starting with job notes, here we can add any important information about the booking, something the customer has mentioned, or even to remind yourself at a later date. Let's add a note that the customer would like to be called only between 3 to 5 p.m. The customer won't have visibility of job notes. These are purely for your internal note-taking regarding this particular booking. You can also add a follow-up date and time as a reminder to staff. Next, let's add some labor units to our booking. I'll start by typing in DIAG, selecting our diagnostic line and clicking Add Labor Unit. You can enter the details into the custom description as to what needs to be diagnosed or actioned, in this instance, knocking noise. Let's add another labor unit. I'll add in Silver Service and click Add Labor Unit. Now we could finish creating the booking at this point and add the products at a later date. But for the purpose of this video, let's add our parts now and start with our supplier integrations. Click on an integrated supplier here in the product section. Select the category of the product you are looking for and select from the manufacturing options. Then click Add. Our product number, description and cost price fields will already be filled. So let's select a subcategory and confirm our sale price. For this part, you also have the option of adjusting the margin field or sale price field. Then click Add New Product. And as you can see here, the product has been added via the integrated parts supplier. Next, let's add a product without using one of the integrated suppliers by selecting Create Product. In the top right-hand corner, you can see we have the options of tracked and not tracked. By selecting Tracked, TechMan will create a purchase order against the supplier for this product. Within the purchase order, you'll be able to record the supplier invoice details and inform the system that the product has been received into the business for use on this job. Once you've received in the product, from there you'll be able to create a return and even log the credit information. By selecting Not Tracked, a purchase order will not be created. Instead, the system will assume we have an external process tracking our parts, returns, and credits. Now let's select the supplier from the drop-down menu. Enter the product number, a subcategory, a description of the product, the cost price, and either the margin or sale price fields. Once again, now hit Add New Product. Alternatively, if the product has already been created in the system, we can simply type in the search bar the part number or the description, and we can select it from here. If this is an insurance job, you will have the option to enter both the excess and insurance customer in order to produce an excess invoice. This will then split the invoice with the relevant VAT implications, depending on if the excess customer is VAT registered or not. Lastly, let's confirm our booking date and time and allocate a deadline of the job if necessary. We have the option of selecting if the job is a collection, delivery, recovery, waiting on site, or valet. Prior to confirming the job, you will have the option of selecting View Calendar. Here we can see what the suggested labour on the job will look like on the calendar view amongst your other booked work for that date. Once you're happy with the details, click Create Job. Thanks for watching. For further assistance, feel free to visit our help centre to reach out to our support team. We're always here to help.